Spellstar is Amari Hardwick as a man who gets caught in a storm on an airplane with his family. And after it crashes, he finds out he's been kidnapped by this group of people that are all practicing witchcraft and doing a bunch of rituals and stuff. And I remember I saw the movie trailer a while ago and I thought it looked pretty promising. So that got me pretty excited for the movie. And I thought the movie was pretty enjoyable. The bad reviews kind of turned me away from the movie, considering they were mostly saying the movie had like a really promising beginning, and I thought the beginning was mediocre at best. So I stayed away from this movie for a while, and I'm glad I ended up watching it. The first 20 minutes, in my opinion, were probably the weakest parts of the movie, because they just weren't that great. I thought the movie was the most enjoyable from like 30 minutes in to an hour in. Then the last 30 minutes were decent, but not as good as they could have been. This movie is consistently entertaining, and the plot is like pretty basic. I mean, a lot of misery. I like that because this is a movie that could have been really hard to follow considering all the spells and stuff that are going on, and luckily it's pretty easy to follow most of the time. The movie actually has quite a bit of genuinely creepy moments. There were some moments that actually like freaked me out than I was expecting. It's not just like jump scares. Like the one I'm mostly thinking of is minor spoilers. All the trailers gave this away, but I didn't remember this part from the trailers. So when that guy in the picture got those cat's eyes, he's like, "What do you see?" They just points up to where Mark was watching them. So that was a pretty effective moment. I'm glad I didn't remember that part from the trailers because that would have taken away a lot. I saw the trailers like a really long time ago and I haven't watched it until now. And yeah, I'm just glad I don't remember that. And I also like that whole sequence. That was definitely the standout sequence of the movie. The way he had to like make his way across the roofs in the rain. That was like a really fun moment. I love how he was like slipping, like especially when he first got out of the window and he like almost fell off the roof. I just thought that was a really well executed scene. But it didn't really make sense how there's just like a hole in the roof, just so we could conveniently watch them. I thought that was kind of dumb. Besides that, I enjoyed that part. Amari Hardwick, if I'm pronouncing that right, is pretty good in the movie. I don't think I've seen him in anything else, but I'd like to. He seems like a pretty promising actor. There are also a few effective gore moments. There's not too many it feels like torture porn or anything, but it's there and it's effective when it's on screen, but it's not too much. When it comes to Laura Devine's character, I like how she's a unique horror villain and she's pretty memorable too. And I'm pretty mixed with her though, because unfortunately she's not very intimidating, and sometimes it's just like funny, like the optimism in her voice when she said things. And I don't know if that was the goal or not. I think it's more on the directing than Laura Devine, but I just don't like some of the things they did with her character. But I'm still thinking about that. Maybe I'll appreciate it more later, because it's unique and it's different than most characters and like what they were going for, but I'm just not sure how to feel about it. And unsurprisingly, both the main character and this cult make some really bad decisions. For example, like Mark will like try to escape in the middle of the day. Like people will just be leaving in his room, then he'll be trying to escape. And that frustrated me because like, why would you do that? Because obviously they're gonna catch you, and then they're gonna trust you less. But they really didn't. They would just like not change anything. Like they just like put him back in his bed after they catch him. They wouldn't make it harder for him to escape, and he just keeps on trying to escape, and it's not getting any harder for him. And that did annoy me. But aside from those things, I thought this was a entertaining movie, has a good lead performance, and it's definitely not perfect. It's not like a cinematic masterpiece, but it is pretty fun and enjoyable. I'm gonna give it a B minus. Just because the movie has bad reviews doesn't mean you shouldn't watch it ever. If you'd want to watch the movie, I just watch it. You have to wait till Netflix or something. But I'm glad I watched this movie. It was fun. I have liked a lot of horror movies with bad reviews before. I think I might make a video about that sometime. But if you like the trailer for this movie, you'll probably like this movie, but maybe not. If you like logic, then maybe stay away. But if you just want to be entertained, then you'd watch it.